Does Scream live up to the hype?
Yes. Right? Do you guys think that Scream lives up to its hype? The first one, the original.
Yeah, is the original Scream still good today? 30
Yeah.
years later after the making.
Yes. I mean, I think so. What do you think?
Yeah,
What do you think?
for sure. Okay, why was this movie perfect? Because it really was. I really feel like it was the perfect balance of humor and horror combined. Like, there was scary times.
Yeah. You know what I want to
we're
talk
still-
about real quick? Let's talk about how we rate things, because we're like learning, right? How to figure out how to like be like, I liked it this much and I give it this to show that we liked it that much. We were talking about how it's interesting to like rate something like this where you felt like it was perfect, but you also don't want to put it in the same category as like something like, I don't know, like Interstellar, right? Where it's like Interstellar's for sure a 5, and you're like, this was really good, but does it stand in the same like level as that kind of film, you know?
Yeah.
And I guess in my mind, wouldn't it, like, for what it is still like a 5-star. It just is in a different category, you know what I mean? It's just,
I guess I agree with that. Yeah.
I guess, is your hesitation from giving it a 5 more so like people aren't gonna be like, oh, this 5 is from a comedy horror film and this 5 is from like a serious sci-fi film? It's like no matter what, you put them together because they're 5s.
I think it's harder to make like a very well made like drama or sci-fi, I guess, because that's what Interstellar is, right? It's just drama. I know it's sci-fi because it's whatever, but it falls under drama, does it not? I was saying drama specifically because for sci-fi, I think the world building is very important for a good sci-fi. Like, you could give a good, decent rating for as long as the world is kind of cool. I think that's what people like when they see sci-fi. And for a drama, I think it's harder to make a drama. Drama, I think it's got to be very well written, good dialogue, good emotional things going on. I don't know, good drama.
Yeah.
I think it's just harder to make a drama than it is a comedy, especially like satire
Yeah.
type of movies.
It's just more loose. Like,
Yeah, more loose,
yeah.
where it's like you could bend, like, again, how you say, bend the rules.
yeah.
It's easier. So that's why it's hard to be, let me give it a 5, even though Scream was, I thought, perfectly made for what it is. So I guess it could be a 5. I think I just don't know. And then we also rated on enjoyability. Some
Yeah.
movies, you enjoy it so much that even if it's not that well made,
Yeah.
you still, because you enjoyed it so much,
It's like up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Like
some movies that maybe like were like well made, but you just were like not feeling it, you'll knock them down a little bit.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Together. I enjoed it.
Was it well made?
I thought it was. It looks, it's great.
Let's not get into that one.
Yeah, we're not getting into it.
But yeah, I get what you're saying.
So
That's what I'm. Yeah, the question is like.
So the question is how to
Rate
do the
things,
rating
yeah.
and stuff, and that's why it's kind of hard to, if you were to put both those movies next to each other, the level of difficulty in one or the other is definitely
It's different.
It's
yeah.
different. Like, the Interstellar for sure is way harder to make.
Yeah. And also then when you talk about that, like about difficulty in making a film, right? Like it also then goes into like how many people end up working on it, like the budget too. Like it just turns into this movie was just way more difficult to manage because of all the like people that had a say in it and all the like different like departments and stuff like that versus maybe like a home film or something like that was made like a bit like more like toned down.
Yeah.
You know? And it could still be amazing, but again, it's like more so like for what it is compared to like
that's also why you have
was more difficult to make.
It makes sense because like now you have these other high budget blockbuster movies that come out looking like shit.
Yeah.
Not looking like shit, like just they don't hit. It just doesn't
they,
feel. It feels very fake.
Yeah.
Manufactured.
I think a lot of it has to do with like how many people are involved.
Like, damn, you had a whole team and you still couldn't pull this off. That's kind of how you feel, right?
Well, no.
That's what you're saying. I think.
No, it's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have a whole team, therefore it's more difficult. You know what I mean? Because like if the team is bigger, it's harder to like get everyone on board with the same vision.
For sure. And that's why when they execute it with a big team, it's like more gratifying.
I
And
think it's just more
I
impressive, you know.
it is, yeah, definitely.
Then again, like lower budget films or whatever are also they have their own version
Place.
of like yeah, like of being impressive because it's like you had less to
You
work with. You had less um
hmm
you yourself like more
yeah.
departments had to do more because there wasn't as many people
Yeah.
like getting into the details of certain
Yeah.
things.
Like you
So
gotta pass if the acting's bad. Like we get it. You
no.
don't have the I think that's what is that
not,
okay, I'm
not what I'm saying.
okay.
Say what you want to
No,
say.
Just
Stop putting words in my mouth. Get me mad, bitch.
That's what we need, emotion.
Yeah.
I need energy.
Yeah. I have tequila. So I think it's very interesting. They all have their own like level of difficulty.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I do see like why
You-
certain films you feel like are just even though they're both perfect, right, for what they are or whatever, you felt this one would just has to be praised a bit more. It just has to be like, well, the work that you did on this just feels like maybe not more impressive, just more like I need to I don't know, like yeah, more praise. Give you more praise just so that you are aware that we know that you did that much on it.
Yeah, because they care about our opinion, our specific.
Just us.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I guess what you're saying, and I kind of like what you're saying though, because now it allows me to give this a 5, as opposed to a 4.5. I was knocking it a half a star just because I'm like, that extra half goes to the,
To anybody else.
to the better, you know, whatever.
Yeah, see, that's what I was.
So now it's
yeah.
like, oh, actually,
It is a 5.
it's a 5. Yeah,
But-
because it's there's everything is perfect from beginning to end. I think. Like, what would you change? I don't think you would change anything.
I don't think I would. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that is actually a good way of like gauging that sometime, where it's like if I don't feel like, because sometimes, and people are like, sometimes you're like, I would change this, I would change that, and then someone might be like, oh my god, it's so much harder. It's hard to do this shit. Like, why are you saying that? But it's more so like, no, like my vision of what this was, I feel like I just would like to have seen it a little bit different.
Exactly.
If you didn't feel that way, then it's like that's because that movie like gave you everything you felt like you needed.
For that
you know
movie,
what I mean?
yeah.
For that movie, of course.
And we love changing things in movies.
We love changing them.
I wish I could add stuff to this, but you really can't.
You just can't.
And in fact, they've done it, and then they called it Scary Movie.
Right.
And I think it's just not as
Okay.
good.
You know what? Good thing you brought that up. I love the scary movies.
You're gonna we have to rewatch it to really be like.
I know.
Wait a minute.
I know. I like them. I used to, I guess I could say, because I haven't seen them. We do have to rewatch them, to be honest.
Yeah.
But the reason I like those parody type movies is because of how dramatically loose it can be. Of course, like the jokes just might not land, and when they don't land, it just becomes like, why am I watching this? Because it's just so ridiculous. Like the part of the ridiculousness is that I'm gonna get to giggle. Whatever.
The intention with those movies are just purely laugh,
Exactly.
which is good.
Yeah, I enjoy them. I watched the scary movies a while ago, right? And watching Scream for the first time, I was able to like recognize like some of the things that happened and whatever. And I feel like that is an unfortunate thing for me.
Yeah.
Because I wish I watched Scream first and then watched this, because some of the surprise behind these things like were a little bit like just not ruined. Well, yeah,
It was like a little bit more predictable because you saw Scary Movie.
exactly, and it was still fun and good. But I wonder how I would have seen it if I didn't know what was coming next. You know,
Yeah,
obviously, I feel like it adds an element to it.
for sure.
And also, you had already told me, and it's fine. Don't do this again, though. I'm just kidding.
No promises.
You had already told me that it was also like within itself, like making fun of itself.
Oh yeah.
And I wonder if I didn't have that, and if I didn't have the scary movie, if I had
Would
just
you
watched
get
it. Yeah, no, honestly though, I'm like, would I have understood, or would I have like been like, oh my god, like some people like that leave certain reviews, they're like, if you hung up the phone, problem solved, you know? And it's like,
Right.
would I have not got it, or would I have been like, wait, this, you gotta be fucking with
Why is she going up the stairs? She just said she wouldn't go up the stairs.
yeah, literally. I feel like I probably would have got it, but
I think immediately you would have got it immediately.
here's the thing: if you've seen Primate, I know you haven't, but if you've seen Primate, I watched it in a movie in the theaters by myself. I was literally frustrated and slightly angry, and I was getting ready to like leave halfway through. I was giving it a good shot, especially because I'm like very interested in the idea of what rabies is and shit. I'm like, whoa, had nothing to do with it, really.
Had to do with the monkeys.
It was, I guess, about rabies was the whatever. I'm not gonna get into that movie. Point is, the entire movie, I was like very upset at the like getting close to the end. It was weirdly enough so close to leaving because I was gonna go meet up with Donnie,
Mhm.
and then there was a scene that happened where I just like busted out laughing so hard. I don't know why that was the moment where I was like, it's got to be a fucking joke. This has to be a joke because if not, what the fuck am I watching, right? That I like the rest of the movie. I enjoyed the movie because I was like, wait, hold up, this might be
So
fucking
maybe we should watch it together because you know how like we also enjoyability fluctuates depending where you watch
yeah,
it
and
with who
with
you
you.
watch it. Maybe we might have fun with it
I'm down to rewatch that. At first, I was like, "There's no fucking way I'm ever gonna watch this again."
because you're
Whatever.
watching it like in a serious tone, like this is a horror film.
Exactly.
Mm.
And I just didn't know what it was supposed to be, and it just started. And from the beginning, it felt like kind of like cheesy and regular. Like
Mm-hmm.
you get the regular tropes and stuff like that. And so I was like, whatever.
That's what it is, probably with the monkey. How
Yeah.
I felt about it.
Oh,
A
a
different
different
movie.
movie. Because Primate is about a monkey. But yeah, when I watched that one at the end, I started laughing and I was like, I enjoyed it and whatever. So I wonder how I would have watched Scream if I had just watched it the first time. But
Yeah.
watching it like this, I still enjoyed it.
They just killed it. Did a really good. They don't make them like that anymore, which is what I was saying while we were watching it. Every 10
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, you did keep saying that.
Yeah.
I couldn't listen to anything else.
Kept interrupting.
Yeah.
They don't make them like that anymore. They don't make them like that anymore.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like, what else? Like, yeah, again, you can't really change anything. The acting, despite it's not like it was the best acting, right?
Mhm.
But it was the perfect acting for this.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Interestingly enough, with the acting, there was a scene with the principal when he was doing the scissor thing, right?
Yeah.
So the scene with the two that he had in that office, I felt like them when they were doing their thing. I kind of like was like your acting for some reason wasn't like on par with the other people's, which is funny because I'm like, yeah, this is supposed to be comedy anyways, so
Mhm.
it didn't matter. But
But that's
it,
what I'm talking about, where it's like, that wasn't great acting,
exactly.
but yet it's fine. It's in this movie, it just works.
Right, because it feels like it's a part of that world.
Mhm.
You know, like it's just like yeah, it's that type of
Yeah,
movie.
exactly.
Very interesting how that works.
Um,
I feel like I would love to like act in one of those types of movies.
yeah.
Just like having a
What
like,
kind of character would you
loose-
have been in this?
What kind of character would I have been? I feel like someone who's just like one of the people that is just like so in their world that they don't see everything that's happening. You know, like someone's like getting slashed or something like that, and you're just like focused on like making, like talking to somebody else or something. I like the idea of like being aloof.
Aloof, yeah, I could totally see that.
Yeah.
Doing that. You're already doing that. You would hardly be acting.
Right. It's just
Wow, I stuttered my whole way through that joke right there.
And that's all right. We forgive you. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed
Yeah.
it.
What else did you like? All right, we said we liked the music, the score, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Which is one of those things. Like I don't really. I think we've talked about this before. I don't really know how to judge it, but I know when it's a good one. Like I know, you know, like how you talked about Interstellar. They have a good one. It puts you really into that world.
Yeah.
It really fits in with that movie.
Mm-hmm.
This one did a good job of that. Whereas other movies, I don't even notice or don't. I'm like, I don't even know. Or I straight up just like hated it. Like
Yeah.
like Wuthering Heights. If you haven't seen that review, jeez.
You're getting there. Yeah. I'm still. I wanna pay better attention to those kinds of things. But I agree. There are some movies that I for sure like. It stuck with me where I'm like I noticed the music. I noticed those elements and they stuck with me even
Where,
though
like,
I don't know how to.
It's a
explain them.
standout. Like it's
Yeah.
like or it's unique. Like I don't hear this in other movies.
Mm-hmm.
And some you hear them all the time. It's just so cheesy. It's like the classic blueprint. Throw this into like
most of the Marvel
blockbuster.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. They all have the same like thing.
Exactly.
a formula.
Yeah, exactly. Like this worked before. Cinematography in this, I don't really know.
So I think with the cinematography, it's so I mean, I always have to bring back like we're still learning. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
Disclaimer.
the way they filmed it, I guess,
Yeah.
you know, like older films in general have like a different style. I feel like, but it felt very like something that we're able to do. I mean, obviously not because you still need like a whole crew and all this and that.
Yeah.
But it felt like
I get it. Doable.
Yeah.
As far as shooting the shots, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think, like, I don't know, I like the style.
I like this
behind
style too.
it, you know.
It was cool.
Rapid ratings. Here we go. Plot. 5.
5. Where am I go? 5.
Yeah,
five,
literally. World building.
5. 4. I do 4 down.
I'll do a 5. I was fully convinced of it, you know. Nothing broke me out of it.
Yeah.
Cinematography. I'll do that 1 to 4.
4 as well.
Casting.
4.
I'll give it a 4, yeah. Acting.
4, 5.
I'll
Again,
do-
it's not like it was amazing. It was just perfect for this movie.
Yeah, I'll do 5. Editing.
5.
4, I don't really know.
Me either, but I'm assuming it's perfect for like it was just perfect.
Score.
5.
5, yeah. Directing.
5.
5. Yeah. Enjoyability.
5.
I will give it a 4.5.
Overall?
No, for enjoyability.
Enjoyability.
Only because, again, I
Scary
got,
movie.
yeah,
For you. Yeah.
fucking scary movie. As funny as I thought those were back in the day. I'm
Yeah.
like, I should have watched this first.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's fine.
So overall.
A 5, yeah.
Give it a 5. Yeah. Our first 5. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. You're in this with us.
Yeah.
We're giving this one a 5. Just a little recap. 28 days later, 3. 28 weeks later, 2. 28 years later, 3. 28 years later, Bone Temple, 3. What else was after that?
Another zombie movie, I think.
Shaun of the Dead, 4.
Was that a 4?
I think we get a 4.
Yeah, 4.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Train to Busan. You haven't seen that.
No, they've seen that. 3.
Oh, yeah.
Wuthering Heights,
3.
3.
Yeah.
We didn't say 2.
No. He's like, fuck.
Fuck, damn it. 3. I thought I'd
No.
convince him.
No.
And then now this.
5.
Oh no, Predator 2.
Oh, God. We didn't give that a 1?
That was a 2.
Okay.
And now we
And
got
now
a
we got a
perfect 5. The first 5.
Wow. We did that.
The 2 movies, yeah.
Yeah.
The 2 movies that get high ratings.
Comedies.
Both comedy,
Yeah.
satire.
Yeah, that's hilarious. That's the stuff we like to do.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. This is what y'all are saying. Perfect movie. Okay.
I'm sure one of them says that.
Really? Okay. 5 stars by Beast Machine 789. No matter how many times I watch this, it's still just as great as the first time. I hope I get to say that this is my first time, so.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
It's 2 for 2. And, maybe I have to watch it a couple more times. And
To be like, I'm
Yeah.
over it.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, another 5 stars by Ram. I need Randy's Letterboxd account.
Randy's the guy that worked at the movie store. That was pointing out everything.
Yeah, giving us all the rules.
Yeah, he loves movies.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I would take that.
Give us a like if you want us to make a Randy account. Like, you hate 28 years later. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, you're no Randy.
Yeah. Randy would love that movie.
Okay, 4 stars by Movie Fella. Well, I'm Randy, movie nerd. You're not. I gave it 4 stars. Okay, another 4 stars by Zara. Man, I'm glad I follow all horror movie rules. Good
All
for
of
you.
them.
Stay safe. Okay, we got 1 star by Mad. I bet. Such a shit movie. Just don't pick up the phone. See, this is what I mean.
Yeah.
I wonder if this would have been me. I don't think so. I think I would have got it.
She picked it up like 20 times.
Yeah. You'd think you'd get it after the first or second or third or fifth. Okay, 2 stars. Cursed Tales. Why is this very meta comedic horror movie everyone talks about and not The Cabin in the Woods? Oh, wow, I read that in a very weird way. I'm going to redo that for you folks.
We're leaving it all in.
No. 2 stars by Cursed Tales. Why is this the very meta comedic horror movie everyone talks about and not The Cabin in the Woods? We gotta watch that one.
We have to watch that one now.
Yeah.
We could literally watch that next.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Stay tuned. We'll let you know, Cursed Tales.
Which one do we like more?
Then again, you gave it a 2.
So is the other one a 3? Cabin in the Woods is like
Well, they must think Cabin in the Woods is a 5 if they think about it being like the movie, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. 3 stars by Ella. Those meddling. Sorry, I need glasses, you guys. I really do. No, like real ones. Those meddling kids really do be watching too many movies, huh? Nice. I didn't even know it. I didn't notice it was Shaggy till like halfway through. I was like, wait a minute. I know I've seen him. As soon as I saw him, I was like, this feels familiar.
Yeah, no, I knew immediately.
It's the long hair.
Yeah.
5 stars by Killian.
That's you. Read it again. But that's exactly your comment.
5 stars by Killian. Scary Movie 1. You will pay for forever altering my vision of this masterpiece. 100% there with you.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Son of a
Why? 4.5 stars by Liam. This episode of Scooby-Doo certainly got a bit out of hand. Nice. Yeah. It really did. One of my favorite movies. One of my favorite parts was when they were like stabbing themselves.
Yes.
And he was like, I think I'm dying here. I was like, gold.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Okay. 4.5 stars by Frames of Nick. We've got another one from Frames of Nick, huh?
Yeah?
Yeah, I remember that.
I like his comments.
God damn, this shit was insanely ahead of its time in almost every single way.
Yeah, did we like his other comment? Maybe, probably.
Pretty sure.
Shout out, what's his name?
Frames of Nick.
Frames of Nick.
Yeah.
We should follow him.
We should follow all of these people. And that was it. Frames of Nick, you close this.
Close it out for us. Sweet. Watch our shit.
Did you know that 80% of people experience discomfort in their clothes at least once a week? It's time to say goodbye to those uncomfortable days. Our clothes are designed to keep you feeling fresh and comfortable all day long. But act fast, because this offer won't last forever.
So thanks for watching our little merch ad.
Yeah. Thanks for watching our merch ad. Here is a little bit of the making of those, not the ads, but the merch within the ads.
Yeah.
I think let's start by saying how excited we were to be designing merch in general. I think overly excited.
I think I was more excited than you, and then you wanted to kind of put you inserted yourself into it.
Oh, didn't I?
100%. And because you shut down all the other ideas, I was like, all right, then let's just both do it then. And then
what other ideas?
I had a couple ideas, and you were just like, no, I don't like it. And you were very stubborn about it.
Oh.
And then I was like, all right, how about you design some, and I'll design some, and then we'll just see what we like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I went with something super basic, because I was like, make it as simple, which is a crew neck.
Yeah.
That would be not less expensive to make, and just experimenting, and it was just like some sort of typography with the mango flavor and little design of the alien flavor. It was super basic. You like that one, and then we did the other one that you made,
the cows and all that shit.
Yeah, which is really, we just kind of stole that one.
Yeah, and we didn't end up using it because it didn't actually.
Oh no, not that one. That one you did design that one, but we didn't keep.
Oh,
it.
That one.
Yeah, the t-shirt
cowboy one.
Yeah, the t-shirt one, we kind of just stole it because we liked that one before we've seen it, and I thought it'd be funny to do the alien with the cows.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about stole it. We didn't steal it.
We got inspired.
Yeah, we got inspired.
Because there is no, I mean, I'm assuming
the thing is, like, I couldn't find it anywhere. Like, I didn't know where the fuck that design was at, or like, it was like some shirt that, yeah, like that one of our friends from cross country like gave us a long ass time ago.
Gave you, I guess.
Gave me. And I didn't know where. Like, I tried looking for it online, but it's like it's a generic cartoon from like back in the day, and so I was like, I'm not gonna find this, and then and then I was like, I remember I liked it because I don't know, it was just a nice design. But I remember like I think we talked about it a little bit, but we were like, I don't know if I was me, but I was like, I don't really want to redesign this. I was like, this is like, I like this design. It's just
Yeah, I think we just added, like, again, we just added the alien getting the cows.
Yeah.
It was pretty simple. That's the
Yeah.
only thing we tweaked. We'll added our little name to it.
Yeah.
And then as far as the design, I think part of it was you said you get a lot of compliment. Like, people always like, oh, I like your shirt. Or
that's true. I did get a
or
lot of
people asking
compliments
about it.
from that.
And it was also, I like the, again, just the simplicity of one color. It's just cheaper.
Yeah.
So we're like, let's down with for sure keeping it. And it's a t-shirt, not a crew neck, so it would be cheaper too. So that's that one. The other one that you made, which was cool for the design, that you made for a hoodie and sweatpants, which we didn't end up keeping.
Yeah.
I think the color schemes were off. And also it just looked weird or something. I don't know.
I think that it didn't like print properly. I think because of how detailed I made certain things.
Yeah.
And then outside of that, the pants looked weird. So we were like, let's grab the pants.
It
And then
looked like different colors, the pants and the crew neck. I mean the shirt.
oh
I mean,
yeah.
sweater.
But also like it looked like the lettering and the shit that we did looked weird, and
see.
it just didn't fit. And
Yeah, it's
so
like-
we were like, okay,
Yeah, like
let's grab that shit. Yeah.
And the last one that I did, it was just basically I wanted to do a tee, but it has so many colors, so it's like technically the most expensive thing and the harder thing to make.
Yeah.
I like how it looks as a design, but not so much on the actual
Shirt.
long sleeve. Yeah,
Yeah. I also am not
and it was also too big.
the logo.
Yeah, like I kind of like the idea of it being smaller and like more. It looked weird on it. It looked like like almost like bootleg. You know, like when you see
Yeah.
You know, and I don't
Yes.
like that. I was like, what the fuck? Why does it?
It
look like
definitely
that?
felt like that.
So I,
Including the back, actually, I think.
yeah. So I don't know. I think it's got to do something with the screen printers or something. But
Yeah,
also, too many colors, like
That's
too much
definitely-
gradients, and
Definitely.
that's where I fucked up. But I just like the idea of doing graphic tees.
Yeah.
And then I think I remember you after you did it. You're like, I'm not doing this shit no more. You're like, I don't like doing
Yeah.
this.
Well, also because when I was doing it, I remember. So it's funny that you said that. Like I inserted myself in it because I remember like when I was doing it, you also had like a bunch of like I don't like this, I don't like that, and I remember being like, oh my god. So like, how are we gonna like? What do you want to do?
I know, but because I was the one because I brought it up. I was like, I want to do this just because like maybe we could try it out doing this whole business thing and trying to make some money off this.
Right.
Of whatever we make, like just trying to like get started, even if we don't have a following, just get started with the process, and then eventually when you do get a following, we already have the practice. That's kind of the idea behind it. So I mentioned it to you, but I was like, in my mind I was like, you're not getting involved, I'm just doing it. That's what I was thinking. And then you wanted to get into it, and then you were shutting down any ideas that I had. I'm like, okay, well then now how the fuck, like now it's like both.
See, I remember. So I remember this when we first were like doing all this shit. I remember being like, later on being like, we got into a better flow as to like how we interact, because when we first started doing that, we were both doing that where we were like, I like my way, I like my way. And I remember that being just because like we're different artists. We have like different like tastes, right? And so we basically like kept being like, no, we want what we want.
Yeah, and so then to the point where it was like, fine, I'll make one design, you make one design, we'll come up with two that we like or whatever. That we for sure like that. That's why the mango, that one, that's super basic crew neck. What I keep saying basic. I mean, it is basic, but I like it.
Simple.
It's simple. There you go. So not basic, but simple.
I
really like that one.
one.
And then
Yeah.
the other one that we both liked, that we got inspired by.
The shirt.
We really liked it. I thought we really liked it, and I was like, why
Yeah.
not adding the alien? That was cool too. So we knew those for sure.
Yeah.
And the graphic one, it was like, well, you keep yours, whatever you want one, and then whatever we want one. And then the reason we got rid of the other one was not because the design was bad. I liked the design.
It just didn't fit
It just didn't
on the
fit.
thing.
Yeah, and even arguably the one I got also doesn't fit as much.
Yeah.
Again, but yeah, that's kind of the reason. I do remember one of the ideas was having like the characters just lined up right here.
Yeah.
You didn't like that. I wanted that for like a hoodie, like a gray
Right,
hoodie, and then just having those.
It's not that I did that. I literally did that, and you didn't like it because it was super like graphic. I literally have it on my iPad. I did all the 5 characters, and you're like, that's way too graphic. And then I remember being like, I just spent all this fucking time doing this shit. And then I was like, okay,
That's
so
funny.
then you do it. And then like I forgot like what happened with that. We just were like, no, it was just too much.
I see. Yeah, because I guess for screen printing you need like very minimal colors.
Yeah. Then we like after that is when we learned or you told me that, I guess, I think, because I had a shit ton of colors on that.
Oh yeah. Like
And
that.
then-
That I see what you're saying. I think we
Yeah.
needed a heat press for that if we were gonna do it that way,
Yeah.
and then that means it's shittier quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, you also just didn't like it,
Yeah.
which makes sense. I get it.
Yeah.
But also, I think after that is when we were like, yeah, one color has to be it, because
That's why we had the two one
Mhm.
colors ones, because I'm like that's what works.
exactly.
Especially if you're starting off.
And then also like the price.
that's why, yeah. Especially
Okay,
when
but
starting off.
also before all that, we were trying to pick colors to
Yeah.
go with the color scheme of everything, and that took us so fucking long.
Not the least
to them-
important part.
To then later be like, those colors aren't available on the shirts and shit that you want.
Yeah. 'Cause you know that,
Start over.
I'm gonna be honest, that fucked it up for, I think, probably your shit that you wanted to do
Mhm.
for the hoodie and the sweatpants,
Mhm.
and for the long sleeve one.
Yeah.
It actually was fine with the one color stuff because you just switch it and it kind of works.
Yeah.
But for the other ones with more colors, it just didn't fit.
Yeah.
Because I designed it specifically for the other
A specific color.
colorway.
Yeah. Which I thought was that I remember that time was like stressful a little bit, but it was such a learning adventure. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
at the end of it, it's like now we really know a lot more.
Yeah.
Not only about like how printing shit works or how that whole system works, but also like how we
Definitely.
interact with our like processes.
Yeah.
It was quite the interesting time.
Yeah, definitely. And then we also designed the alien, which I think we also butted head for that.
I don't know about butted heads. I didn't really care too much about that.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I
What
feel
did I say?
Well, okay, the color. Immediately we had to change it.
Oh.
So that's something. Also we tweaked it though, but it was back and forth. It was what we wanted anyway.
Yeah.
So it kind of worked out. But yeah, that's something we worked on.
I remember
The designing of it, then the color scheme again for that, and how it looks, because it looked too similar to another alien, I think, or the color you didn't like those colors. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, okay, so it's interesting to hear you say it like that, I guess.
Saying how we butt heads.
Yeah, because the way I saw it was, this was the stuffed animal specifically, I just truly, like, didn't really care about it. Like, you really wanted it, which
I
I
really
thought,
wanted to do it, yeah.
yeah, which was, like, I was like, okay. I just think, like, in my mind, I was like, I don't like that, though. I don't like that design or whatever. So I was, like, giving you, like, do this. See, but this is why I said, like, later on, we kind of got a little bit better in communicating, because later on, I don't think we had like as many issues with butting heads or whatever, because I would be like, I think I would prefer this, do what you want.
Yeah.
I think it was more of that, instead of being like, no, it shouldn't be this. I think I was like probably like way more like strict stubborn with my words.
You
and
were
shit.
stubborn, yeah. But I'm also stubborn with certain things.
I mean, even now I will be with certain, like, some stuff, of course.
Exactly.
But the reason I say that is because I remember not caring about the stuffed animal.
Yeah, you were saying like I wouldn't buy that, which is fine. I didn't care about that.
Right. When I was saying that, it was like mainly me being like, I do not like stuffed animals. I would never buy a stuffed animal.
Me either.
I know.
But I like the idea of making it.
And I didn't care about it. That's what I was saying.
know.
You know what I mean?
But you cared enough to just switch it.
Yeah. I mean, if it's gonna look away, huh?
Yeah. That's so funny. But yeah, that's the stuff that we made. Some other parts of our creations.
Yeah.
Which I think is cool, because it's gonna help us in the future for other creative outlets, I guess, and hopefully to make some money.
Yeah.